how can you improve your life in 2022 using rituals across? The rituals are an important part of the Indian astrology. Now remember, astrology is a very, very positive science. It is not a negative science across. Now, your Janma Nakshatra is a very, very important indicator of your growth. There was a particular person who came to me for a reading. He was having a bad time. I told him that he will have problems during the Janma Nakshatra. It turned out to be so accurate that he told me, yes, in my Janma Nakshatra, which comes every month, I am having a lot of difficulty across as a person. So that is a very important stubo point, the acupuncture point of time. Now, your Janma Nakshatra, if it is kept properly, if you do a ritual, if you do a dana, if you keep your mind peaceful, you will see a tremendous growth happening into your life across. If there are negative times it happens in the Janma Nakshatra, you are going to get into problem across. Now, if an event is happening, if the event is supposed to be very good, it will happen on the Janma Nakshatra of the people around you. For example, there was a girl who was getting married across. The boy and the girl had taken a house across and they did the Graha Pravesam. It was the boy's mother's birthday, birth nakshatra. It was a Bharani nakshatra. And actually the proposal came on the Punarvasu nakshatra, her mother's nakshatra it had come across. And every sequence of that event, like buying a sari or doing this or doing that, there are a variety of events. It starts happening in the Janma Nakshatra of many people around them. So Janma Nakshatra has such an impact into your life. If you want your children to study well, if you want your children to perform very well, then do the Janma Nakshatra Puja, which will have a very big impact into their personal life. If you want your wife to be productive, if you want your wife to make a lot of money for you as a person, do the rituals on the Janma Nakshatra, which is very, very pivotal across. Now, you can be a spiritual person. You can be a very, very spiritual person. You might be very interested in meditation. You might be interested in going into Guru, learning a lot of things across. Then do the meditation. Now, there are other days in the meditation. Your Janma Nakshatra meditation is a very, very important thing. If you do your Kundalini practice, if you do your astral travel across, all the thing will take off during the Janma Nakshatra part of it. So Janma Nakshatra has such a pivotal impact into a person's life. And the marriage nakshatra is also very, very important. The marriage nakshatra can have a positive or a negative impact into a person's life. There was a lady who came to me and who told me during the marriage day, on the marriage nakshatra day, her husband was into the hospital and it turned out to be a very, very difficult year for her husband across. So, if you want a happy married life, if you want a positive married life, then do on the nakshatra of marriage, do the homam, puja on the nakshatra of marriage, which will make a huge difference into a person's life across. The other point of it, there was a man who actually on the Janma Nakshatra, on the Janma birthday day, he underwent a surgery for the brain. And it turned out to be that he has had a lot of issues with regard to his life. Ultimately, he got divorced. So, Janma Nakshatra is the Stubo point. For example, there are stock traders, there are stock market people who try to go about it, but they have a problem because they don't trade on the Janma Nakshatra. They say market cannot be timed, but your time can be aligned with the market. If suppose the Janma Nakshatra comes on a Saturday and Sunday, better not to trade on those particular days. Your Janma Nakshatra day you trade, it will make a massive impact into your life. That is why many leaders celebrate their birthday. In fact, many leaders get into becoming a prime minister, becoming a chief minister. It is very close to their birthday or their birth month. For example, Deva Gowda's son became Karnataka's chief minister, and it is very rare for the father and the son to be the chief minister. He had become a chief minister and is very close to his birthday. So the birthday, the birth nakshatra is very, very important, and it can make or break or a person's life. That's why many politicians, many actors try to do a lot of good punya during that particular day. And that particular day can have a massive impact into your life across. So that is a very, very pivotal thing into a person's life. You see Karnanidhi, he will make sure he meets all his people, he takes the gifts from people, he does a lot of things for people on the birthday. That is why on the birthday they probably try to go about it. Janma Nakshatra day, they try to announce new project. For example, all the saints' birthday are celebrated. For example, Jesus Christ's birthday on 25th, Miladun Nabi of the Muhammad's birthday, Adi Shankara's birthday, all those things are celebrated because that shows how the birth nakshatra is a very, very important thing into the person's life across. So please understand, it can make or break a person's life, and that is why we suggest the ritual in Adesh. We try to tell you that you should do your ritual on the Janma Nakshatra day. We have done so much of pujas for people on the Janma Nakshatra day, and we have many regular clients who tells about a lot of impact which is there. More than any psychic technique, more than your thought, your will, your action, you have to align with time to produce their impact across. So that alignment of time happens with the Janma Nakshatra. So it does have an impact into our life across. So it can make a person's life. So some people, we for example do on the Janma Nakshatra day homam for all the family members, and that has made a huge difference. That is, every month we do the homam across, and that has made a huge difference. So you can see the impact of the Janma Nakshatra. You can have 30 to 40% growth. You can have a huge impact into your life. This I am not telling it for the sake of the video. I am just genuinely telling it across so that you please understand the impact of the Janma Nakshatra. I have spoken to it in many videos. Again and again I am reminding, because of this, how much vitality is there as a person. So you can have an impact into your life across using the Janma Nakshatra day.